prior to being Memorial Park, this had been a military training facility to serve World War I.
Camp Logan stretched across more than 7,000 acres in Houston, home to thousands of soldiers training to fight abroad. When the war ended and the camp shut down, the city of Houston opted to turn this 1,500 acres into a park.
Memorial Park was named to honor those who served.
Few people know as much about the park's history as Shelley Arnold. She leads the Memorial Park Conservancy, which put together a master plan that the City Council approved in 2015.
And the master plan contains a number of projects, some of which actually directly honor those who served here in Memorial Park in what was then Camp Logan.
Some of those projects are already complete.
Where we're standing right now was a road that led into Camp Logan. The way we honor that in this project is with this axis. So we have an axis of monuments and an axis of trees, and it leads straight down to Hines Lake and then across the lake.
The new buildings that went up as part of the Eastern Glades project are inspired by the tents that housed soldiers at Camp Logan as well.
It's utilitarian, it's pitched, it's kind of low slung, it's open. It looks a little temporary, like the tents.
The camp did have some permanent structures, and deep in the trees that surround the loop, you can see their remnants, fragments of history, hidden for now. These aren't far from the 370th Prairie, named for the 370th Infantry Regiment, an African-American regiment commanded entirely by Black officers. Because
of the discriminatory laws during the time of World War I, it was not allowed to serve with the U.S. military. It served instead with the French military and was the most decorated regiment of any in World War I.
While the regiment was from Illinois, the soldiers trained at Camp Logan, living here while they did.
We have been developing this prairie and restoring the site where they camped, which is right here along the easement, and it will be part of our Memorial Groves project to honor all of those who served.
Its origins stem from Camp Logan, but Memorial Park has generated history of its own since its creation.
So when you come to Picnic Loop, what you might think are, wow, those are really old tables. I wonder why they don't replace those tables. They're actually artifacts of Memorial Park and perhaps the nation's history.
Conservation experts believe they were built in the 1930s as part of the Civilian Conservation Corps. That means they've been here for going on a century.
And they are a really important part of Memorial Park's history.
You'll find them in the Picnic Loop, perhaps best known as being where the Rodeo Houston Trail Riders come in to set up camp, a tradition that started more than 60 years ago.
It's part of the park's history, it's part of the city's history, it's part of the region's history.
History that is living and breathing, just like the Houstonians who fill its trails.